Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for all your simulation news and goings on from the week that was. Alrighty, so this week we've seen a couple of new releases both in the Flight Sim world and outside the Flight Sim world. So we're going to start with the said Flight Sim world. So with the great guys over at Vidan Designs, so specialists in producing Danish flight simulation sort of scenery products. They've released their latest airfield, so the Danish Airfields X Samso. Samso, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm never quite sure how to pronounce that character. Anyway, so very highly detailed scenery that's come out, complete with the whole island and also the Jutland Peninsula, so it's a very historic significance there as well. And a very, very highly detailed airport of Echo Kilo Sierra Sierra, complete with its very interesting and very quaint international terminal. You also get included there as well as a heliport, which is north of Trunchburg as well. You've got the usual amazing things that we see from quality scenery designers, so very, very well professionally made buildings, design trees, 3D grass, all that kind of fun stuff. And of course, a blending of photoreal with simulated scenery as well. So this is now available from your favorite flight sim retailer for FSX, FSX in FSX Steam Edition, as well as Lockheed Martin's P3D as well. Alrighty, in other FSX news as well, so we've got the release of two new add-ons for FSX Steam Edition via your favourite Steam client, of course, now. So we've got a new mission pack is out again now as well, so this time we've got the Pushing the Envelope add-on. So this is an interesting one, so this gives you 5 missions, and it's quite reasonably priced as well, but it gives you a couple of very challenging things to do as well, such as, you know, you've got to go do high altitude demonstrations in F-18 Hornets. I mean, you know, let's face it, who doesn't want to do that? But then you've got, you know, some more like, you know, mission lists, you know, more interesting and real world things like, you know, supplying African aid to remote parts of Africa, crosswind limitation tests, which is an interesting one that sounds for me as well, using the 747, and an interesting one as well, doing a tail scrape test as well, so it could be cool. And of course, there's one in there as well for the Maul Orion as well, using a ski jump, so that could be rather interesting. I really wish someone would make a cool model of the illustrious and the Invincible class carriers in Ark Royal, because that'd be cool to have something on a ski jump. Anyway, so that's just completely off topic. So yeah, that's available now for FSX Steam Edition from the Steam store. In addition to that, the great guys, the wonderful producers from Aerosoft, of course, they've released their Kilimanjaro airport, which was released which was released from your favourite flight sim retail store a few months back, is now available from Steam Edition as well. So the Kilimanjaro airport in Africa serves as a very important hub and destination for quite a few airliners. It's very, very famous for rock climbers, for mountain climbers and rock climbers as well. Absolutely beautiful, amazing sights, and these are really captured very nicely as part of this scenery add-on as well. So interesting enough, they've gone default with 4096 textures as well, but they're claiming the virtual, you know, with minimal impact on frame rates and your memory usage. So be interesting to take that for a spin and see how that actually stands up. So yeah, that is available now for FSX Steam Edition as well. Alright, in other non-flight simulation releases for this week, so the City Skylines has released its first official expansion pack as well. So City Skylines came out a little while ago. This is from the guys over at Colossal Order, produced and published by Paradox Interactive as well. So Skylines After Dark essentially adds a day-night cycle and a few other specializations for your commercial buildings as well to your city building simulation experience. A few more city services added in as well, and just looking pretty cool. It's always impressed me, the graphics that came with this. It's everything that SimCity, the reboot of SimCity, should have been, but yeah, just so much better. So look for that one coming on to a virtual shelf near you very, very soon. And in another release as well, so the Mars Colony Frontier has been released. So this is a sequel to the previous Mars Colony Challenger. So this is from Hypercat Games. This was a Steam Greenlight production, the Frontier one here. So it brings, you know, you're an astronaut and you've been sent to Mars to create a colony and do that. And it's got an interesting little story that goes on. The sort of, it's still your open world exploring kind of thing. Tasks to do, stuff like that. But it does still have some interesting little story, side story elements as well to it. So something could be rather interesting for you. So that rounds out the releases for this week. In other news, though, if for those going in next weekend, if you're in around the UK and looking at getting a flight simulation experience going on, so the UK's flight simulation conference, Flight Sim 2015, is coming up on Saturday, the 3rd of October, between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. So this is at Hangar 1 at the RAF Museum at Cosford. So it's a great museum. Amazing. I love the museum. I spent so many hours and days there. I just absolutely love it. Highly recommend it just as a standalone trip anyway. But yeah, no, you do have Flight Sim's display is there as well. Quite a few exhibitors going to be there. So the guys over at Just Flight, PC Pilot, Flight One Software, Aerosoft, and of course Dovetail Games will be there along with many others. So you can pre-order your tickets now from FlightSimulationShow2015.com. But you've only got a little bit of time to pre-order your tickets. Otherwise, you can of course get tickets at the gate on the day. Alright folks, well thanks very much for tuning in to the NovaWrap for once again this week. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying these updates and want to see more on the things on the channel. And as always, if you want to catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos, don't forget you can always find me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.